Baba, we cannot work with Baba. We cannot work with anybody in that family and get the right justice we want for this boy. Forget about anything. Let's leave emotions. Emotion don't kill this justice, Tete. My brother, if you want to have Baba on your page, fine. Ask some critical questions from Baba. And let Baba know that, Baba, please, you are at this junction. You will take a back seat. We don't want any power of Anthony, power of Methodist, power of Ologunero or any place. Let everybody go and sit down. Let the public take over this case. You don't know how powerful the public is. Government don't want to hear anything from the public because no government wants any chaos during their whatever reign, anything. When public stand as one, public always get what they want to. Go and check the history. What we need to do is to forget anything anybody have against anybody. Let's just come together as public. Nobody general kiniko, nobody commander kiniko. Do you know how many lawyers this J4M has? You don't know? Lawyers that just want to do this thing for free, voluntarily. We have them. Let everybody come together. As many lawyers as we have, let them come together. Let them brainstorm. Let people that has brain, that can put things, words together, that can write, that know one person or the other. Let us come together. Forget about this family. Put Baba among the people that will be petitioned. This is homicide case. Gbàgbé gbogbo story, gbogbo àwọn tó wà ńbẹ̀, gbogbo family member, all the names that we know, let them put them inside the petition. Let everybody come and say what he or she knows about this case. Forget about Emma pamper anybody. We too they carry emotion. And this one, and don't be more any. Not be so. Homicide case, and all the people that were around, let them carry everybody. Let them ask questions about the CCTV, about the phone. What Natural just said now, very, very important. Why do you want to shield the phone? Why do you want to tamper with CCTV? Why do you want to share lórí 3-second video? Let's sit down and think now. Let's talk to ourselves. Let's forget about you come from one place, you come from. We are all one. Let's undo this case right now with love and unity. Let love reign. Don't let us curse each other. What is our gain in fighting each other on top 27-year-old boy that just spy? Let's do this thing for our children's children. Let our name be written on the book of remembrance that I say, these people fought well. Aren't we happy when this Timothy got the right justice? Let's do the same. Forget about, I didn't say, forget about Baba. Don't bring Baba into this. Let Baba go and sit down. Baba don't have his way. Baba ti jello, egbagbe. Baba ti jello, ti lowa. Whatever ti Baba saw, just take it. But let's do the right things. John now. We all have brain. We all know the right things to do now. We are not babies. And the Holy Joko behind the camera and be playing us. It's always painful. When some people will just sit down oh God. God have mercy. Let's just take the right decision and do the right things. We all know the people that are working so hard in this justice. We know them. Let's forget about we know the real thing. We have good charity organizations that are working fine for this justice. Let's use everybody. Let's come together. Let's encourage each other and work together. Hey, Joe, Super Vibe, God will give you strength. And Natural, I am Yinka, please. Crunchy Queen, I miss her. Let us work together. Let's speak to Olori Ebi Paparani who is there. These people are doing the real job. Yomi is there. Let's come together. Hey, Joe, I beg us in the name of God. Hey, Joe, Emma pamper anybody. Don't even allow any members of those two families to come close. Let the public, let's face this justice and get the justice that we want. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. God bless everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you, my brother. PTK, are you there, Adama?
I'm here. Oh, I'm here. Okay. Wait to make. Let me put up this thing. Am I audible? Super Vibes, am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Another day again. Okay. Way forward. Let's go to the way forward we have been asking. I think my suggestion, my opinion. Way forward. 1. Public should stop too much of talking and swing into action. Public should stop too much of talking and swing into action. For over 2 good years, we have been showing our intellectual, we have been showing our smartness, we have been showing how educated we are, we have been showing how good we are, we have been showing how professional we are, and we have been showing how intelligent we are for over 2 good years. We have been showing it on this black app with no action. We'll be on this platform, we'll ask way forward. We give our way forward here, analyze it, we scrutinize the case, bring out points. At the end of the day, we'll just say it and then they will lie. And then when we go again on another platform, we start all over again. What's the way forward? Way forward, public should stop talking a lot. Whosoever is connected and have a connection, that you know that connection can help get this justice, implement that connection so we can get this justice. Another way forward. Okay, Petket have gone down. Another way forward. Petket was asking question that we should ask Baba if you want justice or no. If you ask about that question 100 times, he will tell you, I want justice and I cannot do it alone. The high time the public gets to put it on their head that there is no way we are going to get justice to these people, to this family. None of them we are going to get truth from. The better the way forward will stand. But for as long as we are still thinking that we should include Mr. Aloba, we should join hands with him because he's the one that asks for justice in that family. The way forward is not going to go way forward. It's always going to go backward. Okay? It's always going to go backward. Another way forward, like I said, the public should stop talking a lot. Let the public come together. Okay, the public should remove the spirit of I want to be in control. That spirit is in so many people in this justice, especially those that keep claiming they have connections. But the spirit of I want to rule is in them. That spirit is in them to the point nobody wants to listen to anybody. Nobody wants the other one to be in front, and nobody wants the other one to be at the back. Everybody wants to face the front. Everybody wants, if any information is coming out, it should come from me. And that is the advantage Mr. Aloba used on the public, and then he gets what he wants. Because he sees that everybody wants to rule, and because they want to rule, they keep giving him money so they can come closer to him. And he uses it as an advantage, and he gets a lot out of the public. Even ended up getting a car. Because people want to go closer to him by all means to get information. At the end of the day, he's not even giving them the right information he was told in that house. It's just to say, I am with him. I speak directly to Baba. That's just it. To come out and say, I speak directly to Baba. I have Baba's number. At the end of the day, nothing will come out of it. Another way forward, after the public remove this spirit of controlling, public should swing into action by petitioning everybody in that family. Me, I'm not talking about the house. In that family, Baba, Iya Mohbad, Adura, Wunmi, Blessing, everybody, all of them have the part they have played in making this justice not to go forward. Iya Mohbad said Monday, at the end of the day, you push it to Tuesday. The videos are available. And I think there was one time they said media evidences are like they can be rendered in the courts. Pick all those evidences here, Mohbad. Let her go and clarify herself. Baba, for leading the public, you want justice. At the end of the day, you keep destroying it behind closed doors. And for the public funds, Oya can't answer your own questions. Adura, you were there when your brother can't answer. What happened? Wunmi, now your husband. What happened to your husband? Yeah, Adura, everybody, Blessing, you call your papa. What happened really that you call your papa? Everybody petition all of them. Let them go and defend themselves. Another way forward, I was seeing that people were saying, they go for me, they should attack it from America. We can attack it both America and Nigeria. So that time, none of them will be able to save each other. If you attack Baba Nigeria, why he will be fighting with his own wahala in court? Attack Moiwa in America, it will be fighting his own wahala. So nobody will come help anybody. Moiwa will say, Baba, me too, I have my own here. Baba will say, me too, I have my own here. So let's face it. That way forward, go. Now, the last time Petcare's platform, they were discussing on way forward also. And they were suggesting of using A's foundation or Wunmi foundation, Yomi foundation, yeah. Aries gang, they said they don't trust Yomi. Yomi's gang, they say they don't trust Aries to work with Yomi. At the end of the day, Wahala enter. The thing not get ahead. My own suggestion I wanted to give that day, but I was so busy at work I could not go. My own suggestion I wanted to give that day was, now these two people, they don't trust themselves. Okay? And nobody wants to be at the back for anybody. Yomi wants to lead, Aries wants to lead. And they are two great people in this justice. Now, why not put it like this? Okay? Make a GoFundMe. My suggestion, no, nobody should take it. This is just my suggestion. This is what I wanted to say. A GoFundMe that only one single person who is ready to sign whatever legal documents the public will bring out. You will sign that document. You should get, like, you know that you are not ready to travel for the next 2, 3, 4 years. And you are going to sign a legal document, like a court document. You put, even if it costs for you to put your passport, because you not go finish collect go for me money. You can't tell us say you don't get program and you wanted to travel. You not go japa with public money. If you are ready to put all your legal documents and then sign that paper that you're not ready to travel for the 2, 3, 4 years, you're ready to control this GoFundMe. And then they will now create a WhatsApp group that all the big hosts, not every host will just they come once on a time, but the big host, they will be on that WhatsApp group. They know they put there any follower, any panelist is only host. And then the two foundations, Yomi and Aries, will also be there. Now, if Aries want to do something, Aries will come on that WhatsApp group and say, this is what my lawyer wants to do. This is the petition my lawyer wants to render. I need this amount of money. That person controlling the GoFundMe, they will debate it in the group. If they see there is a reason, then they will give her own money. Let her go and petition. And Yomi too, if you two you want to take your own part, you also come in that group, lay your own, and then they will look if it's good, then they will also give you, and then you go ahead. When you guys are finished, you bring, because Yomi is running his own foundation, he give accountability annually. So for public not to drag him about accountability, you will come in that WhatsApp group, talk to the WhatsApp group, tell them what you have done. Those hosts will be the one to come and give it to their fans that this is what has happened and this is what is going on. No need to drag or ask Yomi for accountability, or neither ask Aries for accountability. By that, Aries will not be saying Yomi is controlling me, or neither Yomi will say Aries is controlling me. It's only one single person that is controlling GoFundMe, where be say you make any mistake, you go life imprisonment, you go enjoy them. You must give back that GoFundMe money. That was what I wanted to say that day. But because I was so busy, I could not go up. So the only way forward for me, public should swing into action and stop the analyzing, the giving of coaching of the law, coaching of this, analyzing everything, showing our intelligence, showing everything. We have been showing it. If this was what you have given us justice, it would have happened. But we are seeing it's not going. 2 years now, we have been giving everything. So the only way forward, avoid this family. Let them don't think that the justice is going to come from them. Let them know that they themselves, they are suspects. Let them come and explain themselves. That's my own way forward. And I repeat, it's my own way forward. I rest my case.
Yeah, well done.
Can I come in? Real quick.
Can I come in?
Susan, I want to say something first before you talk. I beg supervise, I beg, try to control some people. When I do my submission, I not talk
Okay.
because of Ayaminka. I was just talking generally, and I still beg her. And under the comment, she was saying that busybody. You understand? I did not talk to her.
Sorry,
We need
Mama,
peace.
sorry,
I even
yeah.
beg her. She cannot say, okay, no problem. She feeling too proud. Everybody gets your own ground.
It's okay,
I want just
it's
let
okay,
her
Mama.
know.
Yes,
She
right,
hear me
Mama.
now.
Sorry,
She's
it's okay,
feeling so
Mama.
important. So
National
big, who
is
she
okay.
be? I even they talk,
Mama.
I see the beggar. Who
Mama,
she
it's
be?
okay,
I
it's
am
okay,
listening.
it's
They there
okay.
they talk. Say what did she talk? When
Mama,
somebody
it's
tell me say
okay.
na busybody,
Naturally,
I beg, I beg, I beg. I come with peace. Let me
Natural. Yeah, natural is okay, Mama.
It's okay.
Mama.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's
Thank
okay.
you, ma.
Okay, let me
Yes.
say this. Let me say this real quick before inside that. Go ahead. PTK. I don't think that bringing all those stuffs together, packing them, well, is a very good suggestion, but I don't think it can fly. You know, a lot of things. I don't think, in my own view, you know, but it might fly in the public view. But I'm just saying, okay. But that was a very wonderful suggestion, and this thing. Well, thank you. But in my own view, I don't think that one can, you know, go. And for now, we don't really even need donation.
No, it will not go super vibes. Even me self, I'm not ready to give shishi for now. I know they give shishi. I was just saying that was what I wanted to say before they started fighting. Even me, I know they give shishi at this point. By shing bang, not they enter again. Enough.
Oh, exactly. So inside that, let's go.
Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's great we have great minds and people who are really putting this thing at heart. It's not because of ourselves, but of our children, our nation, and also the future of our children and children's children. The reason why this case should be resolved in a logical conclusion with justice at the end of it. The reason why it is very paramount is that everybody is watching, and the behavior of the government had shown that they are not interested in this case. Before I make my submission, I want us to observe our level of involvement in this case, or understand the role that everybody can play. Now, we have 3 people involved in Mohbad's case. 3 people, unquote. The first set of people is the government. And the most important arms of government that is involved is the police. So the police, the court, and of course, the DPP, the judiciary process. Those are one set of people. The other set is the family, the immediate family, the concerned family, the father, the mother, the sisters, the wife, the siblings, and everybody, relatives. Those are another entity. They are concerned family. And then the public, the interest of the public in the case. Now, what are the roles of all these people? This way will let us define why we should be involved in this case and how far our involvement can go legally. So the public wants to ensure transparency, want to ensure accountability, and they want to be assured that justice is delivered. Justice means that the people who committed this crime are the ones that are punished, not the wrong person. And at this stage the public are dissatisfied with the police investigation. And the persons or the people that have presented to us, we totally disagree with them based on the accounts of events that happened. They allow us to believe that it is the nurse and spending. As far as the police and even the government are concerned, this is what they believe caused what happened to Mohbad. And they've gone ahead we should pay attention to this. They have gone ahead to institute legal process to give punishment or acquit, whichever comes in between, to any hearing individuals or whatever the case may be. Now, the interested family, Mohbad's family, immediate family, their role were to help in providing more light, evidence to the police, to the authority, so that the culprit could be apprehended. But all of a sudden, we discovered that the family are no longer interested in this, except perhaps the father alone. The wives is another level of trying to pursue the case to help Mohbad get justice, or even helping the police in an honest manner. We believe that she has not done this honestly to provide evidence or the right information to help the police apprehend what happens, the people that caused what happens to Mohbad. Now, we are evidence-based, usually in court. You cannot go to court and not have evidence. If you do not have evidence, you have no case. And especially for a homicide case like that of Mohbad. And it is only the police that can present evidence and present people for trial in an homicide case through the instrument of the DPP. When they agree, okay, these persons have been adjudged to have committed a certain crime and is liable for punishment or is liable for trial, to examine the person to be sure whether he's clean or he's not. Now, the police, in the history of what we've passed through in the past 2 years, we have examined carefully. We have examined carefully a pattern, and this pattern is wasting of evidence or allowing evidence to fizzle out. First, the crime scene was never sealed up, and that opportunity to be able to get very reliable information was allowed to fizzle out. Second was the CCTV. The CCTV in the estate, the CCTV in the house was allowed to be destroyed in a way that, in fact, it was destroyed in public space for everybody. Now, we move on to the corona. At the corona, we have a mandate. The corona is to find where, how, who died, in the case of the Mohbad case, how he died, and then they do forensic analysis like the autopsy and toxicology. This most essential part of the corona inquest was thoroughly damaged by the government first, and then when we had the second opportunity by Baba Mohbad to do a credible one to help us and give a light to evidence, because these informations are key evidence that could help the case. Baba Mohbad, together with his group of critical thinkers and all the rest, ensure that they damaged the opportunity to get clean results for Mohbad. And so as a result, to this day, we do not have any good results so far for the autopsy and toxicology. In fact, we never knew where Baba Mohbad and his group, where the toxicology and the autopsy was done. In fact, there was no result. In fact, Baba Mohbad should have been charged for presenting fake results to the coroner inquest. Although it is the police that will do it, not even us as a public. he can only be charged for either mismanaging our fund when we donated money to him to conduct such. But the police can actually charge Baba Mohbad if he cannot present a credible place where the result was done, where the toxicology and autopsy was done. That was allowed to fade away. Now we are left with only one evidence now, and which is the phone forensic and the datas, the communication. And Baba Mohbad hired a son for almost 2 years. For almost 2 years. You want to ask yourself, it is the state that is in charge of criminal prosecution. It is the state versus any individuals. It is never Baba Mohbad's son, unless he is allowed to participate or join in the case. That is when, if he's granted a FIA, that is when even the son can be part of the case. Baba Mohbad, it is not the case of Baba Mohbad. And it is not even the public case. I need us to pay attention to it. It is not the public case to prosecute. It is not even in the public's right to say they gather lawyers and then they begin to prosecute. We can be a very keen observer, and also where we see there are wrongs that have been done, we can now raise and petition the IG. For instance, what I would have expected, because it was mentioned here when Baba Mohbad was here, and I think it is aristocrats that they can reconvene a new coroner inquest. What the public can do is to go to the High Court and then challenge the verdict of the coroner inquest for some errors that was quite obvious, like the people who announced Mohbad's demise never appeared before the coroner inquest, and so it was not done thoroughly. And then in her verdict, she never even mentioned about the driver's input, and also the coroner pathologist from the state result. When the state gave their result, it was not very. He never came to present the full details of the result, and Baba Mohbad's son never questioned that. And they went ahead to present Baba Mohbad's pathologist to present a seemingly fake result, because until Baba Mohbad and his cohorts are able to tell us confidently where this result was, the test was conducted and done, then we can be able to have. I can see him as a man who is looking for justice. Baba Mohbad is not looking for justice. Don't be deceived. He is not looking for justice. If he's looking for justice, he will not sleep a night when a fake result was presented and not come to the public and cry and start telling us that fake results. Baba Mohbad should have been crying about that. But he was comfortable. In fact, when he was asked here, he dodged the question systematically. If you look at his answers, that is not a man. That is a man not looking for justice. I can say it categorically. Baba Mohbad was not looking for justice. He's only broke right now and he's looking for money and he's looking for a scheme to allow everybody's time, like he's done in the past. He's busy wasting everybody's time. He has seen through the CCTV. He has seen through the DNA, the autopsy. He's trying to lock down the DNA as well. And then the phone forensic. We have only 5 years or 6 years for the data of the phone to be deleted. The phone of Mohbad and Wumi on the database are securely secured, thoroughly secured. You cannot access it. Why is it that? That means there's information that needs that phone data could provide. It has been thoroughly secured from very reliable information. And you know why? Because there's something there. And so why, for 2 years, almost 2 years, Baba Mohbad never pursue key evidence to help the police? In fact, when you are getting evidence, this evidence must be sorted through the legal means before it can be credible. In fact, you cannot shop evidence here and there. You must compel the police to examine such evidence. And that should have been the right way to go about getting justice for Mohbad, and the advocacy that the public should have been pushing for. The public needs to push for, not even lawyers is to push for. The problem we have is that the police have not done thorough investigation, or they've not done enough investigation to unravel what really happened to Mohbad. So what we should do is to compel the police to now do a thorough investigation. And the only way is to get a private investigator. And also mandate them to get the phone forensic and also the high cloud of Mohbad. The video, the only credible evidence that can be used in the law court, is that evidence where Mohbad accused the wife in that video. You see, that video is a key evidence, and he was asking for his iCloud. It has a content, and that content of that video should be examined thoroughly, and the police should be compelled. And he also mentioned about his iCloud in that video. And so it is on that basis the Baba Mohbad should have asked his lawyer to do a court subpoena to get Mohbad phone forensic and all that. Baba Mohbad never signed that document as well, just as he failed to sign the criticals document. As much as I have my thought about the critical thinkers, they've done well to present that information to Baba Mohbad to sign, to sue all the individuals that they listed there. It is the office of, it's not that you are suing the president. They should inform Baba Mohbad. It is the office that is being sued, not the president. It is the office of the governor, not the governor himself. It is the office of the Attorney General, not the Attorney General himself that is being sued. The office will respond accordingly. Why is Baba Mohbad afraid of the sue of governor and all that, when in like 2 or 3 months ago, it was all over the social media dancing that an ordinary carpenter sued the DPP. He was dancing, and those people were playing drums for him. He was jubilating that an ordinary carpenter is suing DPP. And then they made him an emperor. Vengeance and all the rest, they were calling him all kinds of kingship names. And he was dancing and jumping all over the place that he sued the DPP. And we told him that the DPP you sued, those are the people who should even help you in getting justice for your son. But instead, you went ahead to sue them. And then you are not getting anything from them. They are the one that will give you a fiat for your lawyer to even be part of the case in the first place. And then you are even sued. The case you are suing them for was a case where they had sued a nurse to a magistrate court, not even to an high court. And then when the case was mentioned in the court, the second respondent or the first respondent actually lashed Baba Mohbad's son with one key evidence, with one key word. He said, the evidence that was shared between us and the police that gave us the information, or that gave us the idea that Sam Larry and Naira Marley will be exonerated from this case for now, not that they have acquitted them of the case, but you were not privy to that information. Your lawyer do not have the information, what they know. Your lawyer do not have information. And then you do not even have a private investigator. It's there on the newspaper, in the newspaper. It's not even an hidden document or a court document that Baba Mohbad do not even hire a private investigator to present an information on otherwise to counter their own submission. And so it was labeled. And so for the public, what we can do is that we get a private investigator, and our direction is to force the police to do phone forensic and iCloud. If you sweep this under carpet for too long, very soon, like it has happened in the past, we are going to see.
Can people engage you? Because people are saying they want to talk. Let me ask you a question real quick. Yeah.
Mama Ann, please, I want to go down for someone else to come up, please. Let me say something. The host, the one mobile Joe, I have noticed each time I come to your
Yamika, let us don't use this energy. That
please,
energy
I'm
is
coming.
not...
No. He said, no. Don't show me, please. Don't show me. Please.
I don't like this energy.
Host,
Please.
let me talk to the host. I will leave this place. I'm too big for some kind of human being, please. I don't feel they follow some kind of children, follow drag talk. Host, you want one mobile Joe? I noticed this time I come to your place.
I am not
You don't mad, who they call children.
No, please don't say that.
And each time I come,
Who be
you allow
children?
these people
Not trying.
to show shade
Not
at me.
trying. Now they call me
Come to your
children.
live stream, host.
I beg you, I will go down. Not trying, not call me children. Not trying, not call me children.
It's okay. I am Yinka, is okay.
Host, let me talk. I'm talking to you, host. I beg. Make nobody interject me. I won't leave this place. I beg. Host, Abis God beg you. If I say I go avoid your platform for good. I know they like any if meeting me I no go do for you. Make I not come your page, me then do unto me. I came to your page and I discussed based on what I met on the table. I not bring something as enter what at the discourse. And I gave my own analysis and I said, according to Mama Denike, I never mentioned anybody's name. I never said I saw it. I only make references to a statement she said in comparison to the broke issue, the supervisor. But instead, this girl come up. The next thing, she attacked me indirectly.
She has said sorry now. To be sincere,
no, she has said sorry. But look at what she's doing.
So let's hold on.
She said sorry to me, okay? And I kept quiet. And the next thing, she's busy down there insulting me and throwing shit at me. And none of you even told her to stop. Though I saw the host say, don't do that. And she still opened my mic to still make herself feel like she get the right to insult me without even me. Am I the only one on your page?
It's okay, Mama.
Am I the only one on your page?
Please don't let
Why
us do
not
this.
attack
Don't let
others?
us do
Wait
this,
up.
please.
Why not my own? You want to attack? Come, this
Please,
girl.
don't
I
let
know
us
everybody now talk.
Avoid me. I will go down for your
Please,
matter.
You say na busy body. You know your way
on your matter.
I see your message when you write. You say na busy body. You know your way na busy body. You know wetin you write.
I know you
I still apologize for you. They tell me say na busy body. Who you be? 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 Idiot.
Your mother, your family are idiots.
Now your father, your husband. Your mother, your father, your husband. You don't know what you write your book. You don't know what you write your book.
You go punish
Supervise,
Now you be a shower. You know you be tied to a shower. You don't know what they do to you for Abuja. Idiot.
Supervise, why you destroy my enjoyment? I was chopping my chicken listening to better enjoyment. I was chopping my chicken.
Hey, Crown, you want to go ahead?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead now. Go ahead.
Yeah, yes, quickly. I'm going to be talking very fast, and like I said, I don't want to waste time. So the thing is this: I don't know why we are asking for way forward, really. Or let me just say, let me just ask: why are we asking for way forward? Now, are we ready? Like, are we truly ready to, make steps or take steps, in justice for Mohbad, or we are just asking for way forward for the sake of discussion and all of this? However, whichever case it might be, I'm going to be talking about character and capacity.
because those are the things that I believe that have, made this justice the way it is. Character and capacity. Many of us have that capacity, but some of us, the character-wise, I'm sorry to say, it is just as it is. We are good people. We have that, as in we have that capacity to make things happen. But for some reasons, we don't allow our character, to work, to do the other part of the job, in Justice for Mobile. I think as at now, or maybe if whichever decision that the public have decided to take, in my own opinion, I think Baba Mobile should, take the back seats, for now. When I mean take the back seats, I mean Baba Mobile should allow the public to fight for the case. Let the public take over the case completely. Why Baba Mobile just, follows, gradually, and by supplying the necessary, information, let him tell us the truth, whatever information that he needs to be given, that the public, should work with or can work with, he should be able to do that in honesty. And that's why I said character. That's why I said character and capacity, in all honesty. And I think before we even say maybe the way forward, I'm suggesting Baba Mohbad should swear with Ogun that he will not go betray, the public again. Because see, for us to be asking for way forward, or for us to decide to say, okay, we want to still continue this movement and all of those things, it's just, looking at his antecedents, it is actually discouraging, to be honest. And it is still part of that character, in the public, the love that, we still have, that is still making us to still think, okay, what is the way forward, regardless of all the things that has happened. So if Baba can come clean, can swear, to say, okay, this time around, or as it goes, I'm going to be, I'm going to be with the public, and I'm not going to betray anybody. I'm not going to betray the public. I'm going to, let him just take something, maybe not oath per se, but, let him just, give us something to convince the public that he's not going, because truly, if there is no certainty, or if there is no utmost integrity in Baba Mohbad, whatever thing is that, the thing that we are facing right now, might likely happen again. Because me, to be honest, the fact that he's having issue with critical thinkers, let's just say now because of say Ote. Now why some people they laugh critical thinkers? Don't be say waiting critical thinkers they do, not be say bad per se. They too, they are giving their best to make sure that yes, they get justice and all of those things. But we don't say Ote. Now Ote, everybody they do, now why would they laugh we'll laugh critical thinkers and all of those things. So if we can drop all of those things, we can drop pride. See, pride itself has killed this justice. Pride. Everybody proud for this justice. Because say we get money, or because say we be one kind of person, we have, since you have decided to lower yourself in this justice is more like a leveler. You understand? And you'll be offended. So once you know that yes, you'll be offended and you cannot contain it, then definitely you are not ready to work. So we need to drop that pride between ourselves, in us, drop that pride, and let's say, yeah, we are ready to work. There's something in production. If you are shooting movie, so some of these actors that you are seeing, most of them, they are sworn enemies. You understand? Most of them, they don't talk in real life. Most of them, they don't even have any relationship. But when it comes to the job, they drop the whatever thing behind, and they get the job done. And we can imbibe the same thing. We mustn't be talking, we mustn't be friendly, but since we have one common goal among all of us, and the common goal is what? Is to get justice. Then we should drop whatever thing, whatever ego, whatever thing, that whatever pride, that we have, we should drop it and be ready to move. Because definitely, the person that you might be looking down on might also have that great idea that you need, to carry on. Another thing I think is that structures should be put in place. Confirm structure. If it is the one that has been the one that they've set before, that later they disbanded and all of it can be improved on, they should
do that, structures, better structure should be put in place. And like I said before, all of these things, we need to purge ourselves out, our character. We need to, because the capacity is there. To be honest, the capacity is there, but it's the character that many of us are really lacking. I'm sorry to say, but it's just the way I see it. Now, so me at the talker now, it's just the character that is quite lacking. Because when one person go talk one thing like this, you go just ganoje and you guys go talk, say, why are you talking to me like that? And you start fight. What we are discussing to achieve your goal, you drop it. One person go dey beg this person, another person go dey beg this person. We have fifths and all of those things. So if we can, we can drop all of those things, I think we can move forward. Then another thing is that Baba Mohbad should be ready to. So I think Baba Mohbad has to, cooperate. You understand? He has to cooperate with the public. And when I mean cooperate, I mean full cooperation. If the public says we are suing this person, he should be ready to say yes, go ahead. Not that he will be having mixed feelings with his family, or we will not detect that he doesn't want to sue this person or this thing. He has to, because when we talk about justice and when people are ready to work, we now go this time around. Be like now go with the go. We know the year come. Now go with the year. We know the year come. So if he himself is ready to say, okay, public, I'm sorry and everything, he should also be ready to cooperate. Full cooperation. When I mean full cooperation, he should be able to, do that. Then, money. This I want to say is quite sensitive. About money, it's quite sensitive. But I'm going to put it in a code, and I will leave it that way. Money should speak in key places. Money should speak in key places. Key places. Key emphasis. Key on key places. Then, the last thing I have to say is that, we cannot talk about way forward without still talking about money. Some people are saying they are not going to contribute again, which is, it's quite understandable. But if we are actually talking about way forward, that way forward, if we have agreed on way forward, definitely money go drop now. You understand? So, I just feel that I should just, chip in this thing. Like I said, our character, our capacity, character and capacity are two different things. If we have the capacity, if we know that, yes, we have professors, professionals, we have good hands and all of those things on board, and our character cannot contain those things, I don't think we're going to be achieving anything. To be honest, I don't think so. Because you must be humble. One of the key things in this justice is humility that many of us are lacking. Humility. You understand? Nobody goes to war without stain. You are still in war. So you'll be stained, you'll be insulted, you'll be embarrassed, regardless of who you are. Yes, some people understand that, yes, you are this, you are that, in whatever place you are your guy and all of those things. But so long you are coming to the public, one thing about public is that public is everybody in the eyes of the public is the same. We are all the same. Yes, we might have different capacities and all of those things that makes us different. But once we are coming together, then we are the same. You understand? And we should be ready to do. We should be ready to put our hearts to it. All these bad mind who they get against each other and all of those things. Okay, now, for example, we dey look for way forward and we see they fight ourselves. It no go fit work. You understand? And another thing is that we should work against anybody trying to sabotage efforts in this justice. Some people they are all because they want to be closer to Baba Mohbad, or maybe because they are closer to him, and you have the opportunity to be in a group, then you now go back and be sabotaging the effort of everything that you have discussed. See, a lot of things that we need to drop. When I mean drop, we need to just drop a lot of habits, a lot of bad behaviors, irresponsible behaviors. We need to just drop it and be ready to move. See, before we talk of say way forward, all these little things wey dey in us, wey we say we know, we just dey overlook, wey we say we know they do.
when we say we just say, if you still carry it into the new way forward, you will still be having the same issue. Because one person cannot work together. These people cannot work. You don't have to be talking. So long you have that common goal. You understand? Even the football team, they fight. Teammates, they fight. Not be everybody where you see for a football team, they be friends. Some of them are not even close at all. But when it comes to playing football and achieving that aim or taking your club or maybe winning the league and all of those things, they all come together and achieve that thing. So it is the prize, it is the goal we should be looking at. What we want to achieve, not necessarily some of these little distractions and all of those things. And if we have adults in our midst that can always mediate, among people that are, having issues and all of those things, that can quickly salvage situation and all of those things, they should just do it. Not that you're not trying to, you'll be putting on one person down over another person. No, all of these things always causes rancor, among group. So for me, these things I've listed in my own view, the way I see it, that I think with this, we can achieve something, with every other opinion that everybody has, drop and all of those things. Our character, needs to be watched, because we have the capacity already. You understand? Thank you very much.
Okay, I need to come in real quick. I've been waiting.
Can I tell Kekan something quickly before he go? Please, Susie.
Okay.
Kekan, on the side of... Wait now. On the side of Ogu, I will represent Joseph Aloba today. Hello, everybody. I'm Joseph Aloba, Muba's father. And I like all what you guys have said, but I'm a pastor and I'm a prophet.
Stop.
I cannot swear.
Stop. Adama, stop.
Adama, you.
Susie, go ahead. Adama, stop. Please, we are not joking.
Okay.
Adama, stop.
Sorry. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm sorry. Nashara is gone. You see, we put on work is being done quite a lot for the past how many days behind the scene. Petition is ready to go. Like I said, I have a foundation. I'm not going to put out my foundation, but 2 persons already volunteered to put out their foundation. Now, are they putting out their foundation for you people to donate money? No. You people is going to watch them and see how things is going, and like what the people have said, they want more foundation to join this foundation. So if Yomi Foundation, Naturals Foundation, this guy that came up 2 days ago and said that he had a foundation that is ready to pick up this fight, they are all going to come up under one umbrella, and they're going to work. Okay? There's nobody saying, oh, I'm the one working, because that's what is killing this justice.
Susie, who are all these foundations? Who are the owners of all these foundations?
You're gonna know them very soon. They will come up, and we are waiting. This guy Smart say he's gonna bring one lawyer today. Let's hear what the lawyer is supposed to say. If the lawyer is going to be in charge and people is going to agree that is going to be in charge of this work, because we need to move on. Is it not move on that we people need to say? As I speak, petition is ready to go out, to put out for everybody to sign up to it. I'm not going to be the cheerleader. I'm going to stay behind. I don't want to be the cheerleader, but it's going to meant for the platform, for your platform to appoint people who vote on it. What is it called? This other man's platform is going to appoint somebody anybody that is ready to say, okay, this is a time for us to move on to get justice for Mohbad, you assign platform, assign a leader for your platform. Aries will assign leader for her platform. Natural will stand for her foundation. Okay, not me. I'm not leading this, but I'm going to tell you, this is what. If all of us say this is a way forward, I'm going to put it out there. This is a way forward. I'm not going to be the cheerleader, but somebody had to make a move.
Hold on, Susie. Hold on, Susie. Sorry, Rishi, 1 second, please, Baba. 1 second, please. Susie, I think what we're going to do is that maybe we should just say everybody who owns a foundation should bring their foundation forward to the public. Let them hold on 1 second. Let everybody that is public, even the one that you know that they are very good foundations. It might be Ghana, it might be Nigeria, it might be South Africa, anywhere they may be all around the world. Tell all of them, let them bring their foundation come forward. So the public will decide.
No.
Maybe 2, maybe 3.
We're not going to decide. Hold on first,
now,
sir.
Susie,
we are not going to decide. The foundation will get into the fight. If we have 20 foundation today, they're going to be into the fight, and we have to work as one.
Some public don't like some foundations. Because the day we were talking about foundations here, a lot of them were just talking on the comment section. So I read through some, which means some might not be pleased.
Sweetheart, anybody, any public, sweetheart, hold on. Anybody that don't want the foundation, go work on your own. You understand? If you're a foundation and you want to work as a team, bring your foundation. We all going to work as a team, as one under umbrella. If you don't want to work as a team, go work on your own.
Okay, that's a fair one. Okay, Susie, like how many foundation are coming in that the people can see and they can just probably say 1, 2, 3 is okay?
I already mentioned so that nobody will say, oh, somebody picked somebody. I already mentioned Aries. I don't know whether she has a foundation, but I know she's working.
How about VDM?
With something.
How about VDM?
VDN, I don't know. We are going to approach him to be one of. We don't want, if he's going to put his foundation, fine, but we had to put his name there as one of the activists that he's fighting with this on this justice. His name has to be there. We need to look for a strong activist to include on the petition. If very dark man agree without bringing his foundation and his name is going to be there, fine. So what I'm saying, so that we don't say, oh, Nami they do and is one of these problems. Let everybody's name, so that when the petition goes out, foundation A, foundation B, foundation C, under one petition is going to make us stronger. You understand? I don't care whoever have the foundation. You know what I mean? So this is the only way we can solve this problem. Anybody that say, oh no, I don't want to work as a team, stand on your own.
Okay, Susie, no,
Yes,
don't let
sir.
us start that now, please, Susie.
No, you mentioned it now. It's you that mentioned it.
Just hold on.
The bottom line, supervise the bottom line. As long as it's not, this foundation is not looking for money from the public. That's the baseline of the issues here, right? And I remember some guys came up. Yeah, so, but whenever there's public donations, or you want public to support the petitions, accountability and transparency is the key going forward.
Richie, can I say something?
Let me finish this. If you don't want that, then that's an issue, to be honest. Yeah.
You see, Richie, let me say something. A lot of people don't know how foundation work. I can decide to put my foundation out here now to fight for this justice. My donor don't have to come from people from justice for Mohbad. I will know where to go and tell my donor, this is what I'm fighting for. I will write a letter to people. You understand? Not even on this street of justice for Mohbad. You go search for your money.
No,
yeah,
you
search for your
Susie,
money.
we're saying the same thing. You are making your accountability to people who are sponsoring your foundation.
Susie,
in as much as you involve public, then the accountability is the key. It's so simple as that. No, you just said it all, Susie. If you are reporting back to your sponsorship, to your sponsorer, then it's fine. But in as much as you're not soliciting money from the public here on this black cap, then please, we do the right thing, the due diligence. You have to come with accountability and transparency. Simple.
Yeah.
Okay, God bless you, Susie. Let me say this one real quick. What we don't need now is division any longer. We've been advocating for this for a while, and you can say that probably a lot of people from different platforms have been coming out together now. You understand? That is a very good one, but we need to know which day, today or tomorrow, because that guy has already sent me those lawyers' numbers. So you understand? So we need to know which day these people are coming on so that we can know when and when the public, all of them are going to
I
be
just
together
make sure natural. We have this guy that came up the other day. What's his name? That say he has a foundation that is ready to pick up the fight with 20 million on grant. Let him come up. Anybody can send him a message. Let the lawyers come up and tell us our chances. We've heard from an aristocrat. We've heard from other people. Let's know our chances. How do we have any chances of winning this fight? Do we have a case? You understand? We need to hear from another lawyer. So let them come up. Let Smart bring that lawyer up. The radical lawyer, that he has. Let him bring it up. And we are open to work with anybody. Me, Susie, I'm ready to work with anybody.
And one more thing that's very important, Supervibe, which I'm catching from people on the comment section. I don't think at this stage, honestly, I have to be very diplomatic, or you can call me sarcasm. Let Baba Mohbad go and rest. There's no need for him to be involved. Because don't forget, this case is a murder case. You and I are stakeholders, according to the Constitution of Nigeria. We don't need Baba Mohbad. It's a criminal investigation.
Rishi, if you be following us, what the public are deciding, this case has nothing to do with Baba Mohbad. This is
exactly
entirely.
Exactly.
But you see, the one that I'm concerned more about is the public aspect. We need to carry everybody along. So I don't want a situation whereby it will just be like maybe 1-2 people decide for the public. What before?
No, it's not. Okay, Supervibe. Listen, let's dissect it. It's very important. You or me, I can start foundation directly and then be writing the government. It's nobody's business. But by coming, so let's get that one right. No, now by coming to this public space, that you want more kind of support, not necessarily financial. Are you getting the point? Maybe you want to rank Seros the petition, for example, right? To make it go viral and all those things. You need a public aspect of it, right? This is where I looked at it. But when it comes to individual operating financial capabilities there, right? And all this stuff, yes, they can go ahead. Group of 3 people can say this, we're writing the same thing. The more the merrier to put pressure on the government. Are you getting the point? There's nothing wrong in doing that. True. The only thing that connects us individually on this black app is what Lucy just mentioned. If you need public assistance, i.e. cash, then transparency will be the key. But if you know that you have your own sponsorship, that people that are financing your foundation, you're not obliged to give us accountability. If you want, you can come up and give us update. Hey, my foundation has done this, X, etc. Yeah, it's up to you. Sky's the limit. That's why you can operate, you can use many foundations, as many as possible, right, to go on this case. It doesn't have to be a limit. But if you want to, we want to use a kind of coalition with the people here, then you can say, okay, yes, I can be doing that. I want to come back to the people because, hey, I need to go and I hold these people's some of my what we discuss and all that. Yeah, then it's a different ball game.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
get
what I'm
you.
trying to say.
Yeah, I catch that, Rishi. I get you. But at the same time, we still need them to come forward so that the people, the public,
It would be
themselves can
nice.
see
It would
them.
be nice.
Very,
It would be
very
nice.
Yeah.
It would be very nice. But you can't force them.
No. Not forcing. We're not forcing anyone. No,
It'd
we're
be
not
nice.
forcing anyone.
It'd be nice to gather and get information across to people. This is what my foundation is doing, and there's a kind of evidential platform. You can say, yes, this is really good. Are you getting the point? I like that idea. Yeah, and the one thing that I wanted to quickly touch about. Yes, we mentioned about BAMO, but it's not mandatory at this point. And you said it all, super right. I like that. Right? If he wants to go forward, please let the man have his peace. Right? Enough of batching and all that. Go ahead and do whatever you can without having to include him on it. Right? And if you think, okay, maybe you can include him if he's playing the ball with you guys, yeah, that's fine. But that's what I would say. Then inside that you mentioned something. Thanks you for the wonderful submission.
Rishi, not with you guys, with us. You include yourself.
No. I'm using the reported speed. That's including me. Are you getting the point? That's what I just said. Yeah. But now, inside that you mentioned something which I actually wanted to put more light on it. And now maybe if you have anything, you said you can actually sue the governor's office and the presidential office. By doing so, you actually sue the governor and the president himself, which are their immune. I don't think you can do that from Nigerian constitution, from what I read. I don't think you can do that. So I think we need to educate ourselves on that one.
Yeah, Mr. Richie, are you aware of a case of a guy who sued the Lagos State governor for banning or blocking him from his retirement? Are you aware of that?
Was that case?
Yeah, I saw that. And he won.
Yeah,
but that might be political, though. You might not know. You know, this guy's place.
Exactly.
That might be political.
People use this insider. People use this to stain, like Supervibe just said. It's a political gimmick. I'm sorry to say. Yeah.
No, you can sue the office.
I just told you, I've been working on this. No, we've been discussing this for the past 3 days, right? And I myself,
they have immunity to they leave office.
They have immunity. So you can't sue them, unfortunately. You can sue them after they come out of the position. Then you can go ahead and sue them. But not when they're in the office. You can't do nothing. Yeah. Just a point. And I think I've touched the only thing that I've heard so far. You know, I listened to a lot of people about all these things, and the way Susie just explained, I hope, you know, I don't think at this point, if any of us trying to work Baba Mohbad, I think don't be surprised if you shot yourself to fail. That's what I would say. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bella, are you there? Bella. It's like Bella
Hello.
sleeping now.
I'm not
How are
sleeping.
you, Bella? Are you there?
I'm awake. I'm
All
good.
right, Mama.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I just wanted to just say 2 things because I'm at the point where I'm 50-50. I just believe that, those of the group of people that want to continue this journey, Justice for Mohbad, I encourage them, wherever it leads, you understand? But I believe that, them wanting to continue, they realize that there have been, mistakes here and there. And we've had 1 or 2 lapses, throughout the course of, this justice. And, at this point in time, we need to understand that, in my opinion, if, for those that are continuing the whole justice thing with the hope of, finding justice, that, we can do this, on our own. I don't really see Baba Mubad as a very essential, factor at this point. I believe he's said his side of the story. We know enough of information. We've known him well enough. Please, sorry, can you mute? Thank you. I believe that we've known him well enough, like over the years, and we can actually, go forth. When Brekete was expressing how he felt with the whole situation, he said some things that he did. I believe, every citizen is entitled to every state or federal, parastatal, being able to advocate for yourself and advocate for your community, and you should be heard and seen. So, anybody can go ahead and do that and, go that route with the hope of, things coming to fruition. On the other hand, I guess, I don't know, because I don't see anything coming forth, because I have learned over the years that you keep trying. It's either, Baba Mumad is not honest about some things, or a group of people that come on here are saying something different from what they're saying behind closed doors. It's just, I don't know. There's no oneness. We're not in accord. There's so much hate, and there's so much strife going on amongst us. So, in spite of people saying, we're just going to go ahead, we're going to come together, things are happening behind the scene and whatnot. It's not everybody that is, okay with what is going on behind the scene, because they don't know what's going on behind the scene, or the people that are dealing with what's going on behind the scene. And so I don't know what form of, retribution or restoration that could likely occur, at this point in time, with this whole situation. But for me, that's where it ends. So yeah, that's just it. I don't have questions or anything. Thanks for having me, Supervisor.
Hold on, please.
Thank you, Bella. Thank you.
Yeah, Supervisor, let me make correction. Mr. Richie, you see, you make error when you say you cannot sue the office. There's two personality, unquote, in this case. You have the office of the governor, and then you have the governor in person. It is the governor in person you can't sue in a criminal case or even civil case until he leaves office. But his actions in government can be sued. His actions and proclamation in government can be sued. So please correct that. Not that you cannot sue.
You're saying, okay, anyway, you are saying the decision of the governor.
Action.
Yes, listen, actions and decisions the same, right? He's the head of that office. And I'm still going back to the fact that you cannot sue him while he's holding that office. If you step down, then you can do that. Yeah? That's what it is, basically. It's a gimmick. Go and read it up properly. We're arguing about this in preparing the platform for the past 3 days. And I just...
It should be clear. It should be clear, yeah. It's not... the action... Yeah. Let's say, for instance, the governor... let's say, for instance, the governor make a proclamation that the BRT lane is exclusively for the governor himself. You can sue that action. It is the government's, but you can sue that action by the governor.
I want to ask a question. Let me ask a question on this.
Listen, please. Let us quickly finish this. You can sue that action that public individuals can also use that route. You can sue that action. But you are not suing the governor. You are suing his action. So please, the governor himself cannot be sued.
Okay, are you...
Richie, please, let me ask a question on this topic. Let me ask a question. Insider, you can sue the action, but I want to ask you, is the action a living thing? Is it not the same person that do the action that is going to answer the action?
There are several actions. There are several actions.
The action is not a living thing. The living thing there is the governor himself. So if you see the action, he is going to be the one to answer the action. So which one is he can see the action? You
Yeah. Anyway, but there's no need to argue. But I just want us to be sure when we convey this information to the public.
Richie,
that's
please,
why I've been very careful.
Let's be clear about this. This is a thing of the law. Okay?
Yeah.
Now let's be very clear. There is an office of the governor.
Yeah.
Now there is the governor, Sanwo-Olu himself. You cannot sue
who is presiding over the office.
Listen. You cannot sue Sanwo-Olu for any civil or criminal case until he leaves that office.
Thank you.
But his actions in government, the office of that government, his actions in it, can be subjected to trial. That is it. You can go and read it up.
Okay. And are you saying the actions as he made as head of the function, and he said, "Okay, I want this thing to be done," that you can go ahead?
Can I comment, please?
With respect to the government, not as an individual.
Can I comment?
With respect to its government.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I comment?
Welcome on board. Aristotle.
There is a difference between the personality of an executive and the office. When you sue the office of an executive, it is the government that you are invariably suing. And the person that will respond to that suit is the Attorney General of that government. You are not dealing with the personality. And such suits are not suits that will be investigated. They are suits of policies and suits of actions of the government. For example, you sue the government of Lagos State for refusing to come and tar my road. And I'm able to back it up constitutionally that road is under the purview of the state government and not local government or federal. And the government have tarred all adjoining roads and omitted my own. So I can go and say, based on that, and I'm entitled to this, I am suing the government of Lagos State. Who will respond to me? It is the Attorney General of that state. I am not suing the person in the office. I am suing that office because after that person, that case can still stand for the next 20 years. Whoever is there will carry the case on. There are a lot of cases against the government of countries and government of all that. Again, you also see when you go to constitutional courts, when people are suing government on fundamental human rights. Are you suing the person in office? No. You are suing the government. Who respond to it is responding on behalf of the government, which is more or less the executive. So when you have cases such as cases you have in United Nations, cases you have in ECOWAS, cases that are usually taken to Supreme Court directly, all those cases are cases of government, not the person. And a government is continuum as it is defined. So it is not about that person. Now, when you come to the personality, is when you are making a criminal or civil case against the personality of the person that is there. Your writ of summons, we read it clearly. I am suing the governor of Lagos State in person of Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu directly to him. You know that as long as he's in office, because of distraction, he has immunity. Now, that does not stop investigation. They do investigate people in office, do for crimes, but investigation can go on. Now, you sabi, it is when he's out of office that you can now have opportunity, because then immunity is gone, to now say he can appear in person.
Simple.
That is how it's done. So,
so the choice of
about policy.
The choice of what should be
more on policies.
Suing the government is what you need to be saying.
That is when you sue the office. Like in this matter, like in this matter, if you want to go to court, for example, when you have petitioned the police, petitioned the DPP, and CC the office of the governor, even CC the office of the president, you are putting them on notice. You are not suing them. You put them on notice so that they know this action is going on. Now, that Attorney General, like
it is the DPP of Lagos that will prosecute this case. But the Attorney General of the Federation can be joined in the suit. Why are you joining? Because it's a supervising office to the office of an Attorney General. All these offices that are still under the executive, you are still suing the executive. It's still the government you are dealing with. Police is executive. Ministry of Justice is the executive. So it is always the choice and the type of what you are demanding for that you can now bring in doctrine of what do you call it now? Immunity. Immunity is on the person so that you don't distract them. If executive are allowed to be sued anyhow, they will not govern now. Everybody will be suing them here and there. Even the case that is, and who will be spending the money? You want the state to be spending money when you are dealing with him personally. As long as he's the president there, every expenses for him will be taken care of the state. You understand? So that is, immunity is just to secure whoever that is the executive head of government not to be distracted. After that, if he had committed a crime when he was in office, they won't deal with him yet. After he leaves, the matter will continue. But they can conclude all the evidences. It's just to secure them, and it's okay. I believe I'm a bit clear, Abi.
Yeah, clear, Aristocrat. But I want to ask you a question. If you sue the office or you sue the action, and the action or the office does not respond to
Host, can you hear me?
what will you do next?
See, it's not a subject.
Aristocrat, sir. I'm
This is
asking
not this is not a subject of. This is not a subject. Socrates has said it. You can sue the office, the individuals. You can't sue them, the governor, because no distraction is needed. That is just it. So they are not liable for any criminal or civil case until they leave the office. So after the office, investigation can commence during the time they are in the office, but you cannot charge them to any court. They can't appear in any court. But the government...
Correct, my brother.
Can be sued.
We can sue government to talk about issue that Attorney General will be the one going to court. That is his headache. Now, well, I think what I wanted to address that I came up has been put to rest, but this is what I just want to say. On this new vigor for justice for Mohbad, I think we should not even be mentioning Joseph Aloba in anything we are saying, because we are trying to take up the matter under the doctrine that the public can get involved. Truth be told, not all criminal cases you can get involved, even as a public. But you must have a doctrine or a premises that can make you to get involved. And I think I've spoken about the premises that is making the public to get involved and to be very active. And that is under fundamental human rights. Under fundamental human rights, you can defend yourself and defend someone else. So that is what fundamental human, and all the chapters of fundamental human rights, right to life, right to education, right to this, right to that. You can defend any other person who are not as powerful to do it. Under that doctrine is the doctrine we as public can invoke, and there is no court that will deny you. And under that doctrine, you are dealing with the government, because who violates people's rights? If, for example, someone violates my rights, who do I run to seek redress? I need to go through the process. It must be initiated from the executive, which is me reporting to the police. In every police station in Nigeria today, you have the Office of Human Rights that anybody can walk into and complain, because they have a human rights desk. Also, you have it in the Ministry of Justice. So under that doctrine, it covers everybody. And even fundamental of human rights, you can sue the government for violating your fundamental human rights. Government, so not the governor. Government and all that. And I think that is on that doctrine we are coming in. So any member of the family, we don't have recourse to any of them. They don't have to sign anything on our behalf. No. It is because the route that has been treaded in the past are routes where you need these people to sign on your behalf. So the best way to work is never to work with them signing on your behalf, because you stand on the premises of the Constitution that helps you to stand alone, and every organization within the society have the right to do that. NGOs, human rights activists, group of people, individuals, they can simply do it. And I think that is going to help us. Once we keep our language very simple, we will get what we want to get. And just to buttress what's her name now? What Susie said earlier was like this route we want to go. I align with her. We don't need to go with now one NGO, one they talk. No. Not be one NGO pack us come here. It is interested party from the public that are coming together. So just like when you are rioting for increment or removal of subsidy or bring back subsidy, you find out that many NGOs will come together and talk. All you need to do is to create a forum. That is how public operates. Individuals are there, human rights activists, prominent persons are there, NGOs are there, CLOs are there. This is their job. Now, and they can also write petition. And on that petition, what they will do is to go through an entity, which is possibly the legal entity. So your lawyer will use his own letterhead to write the petition. And he will now say, those who signed the petition, they will list them. NGO 1, NGO 2, NGO 3, NGO 4, NGO 5, human right A, human right B, and the list of individuals that have also signed the petition. So you show a copy of the signing of the petition, maybe by name and email, maybe by phone number and things like that, maybe by signature. You attach it as addendum. And so on basis of that, you don't have one NGO saying, "Nami they run things." No. However, within the forum, you can always distribute tasks to them. If there are people that need to deal more about fundraising, you distribute it to a group. An NGO can be among them, individual can be among them. If there are people who want to handle do that. If there are people who are the one that helps to liaise with all governmental agencies and all that on the matter, you create a group for them. If there are people, the secretariat is there, things like that, and you will probably have an operation team. Maybe those ones are the ones that will be out there. Okay, we want to do protests. We want to do protests in Abuja. You want to go to the National Assembly. They are the one that will write letter to the police, tell them we want to do this based on this, inform them, and they will give them where they will go so that they put them on notice and mobilize people to go and do the, what do you call it? To go and do the protest, peaceful protest, and submit letter, and they go. So it is not going to be a case of, super vibe NGO is the one that will see police, is the one that will do fundraising. We have to submit to supervise. Is the one that will come out and say, now the thing will happen today be this. Is the one that will say, I am going to protest today. Is the one that will say, I want to produce the t-shirt they will use to protest. Is the one that will say, I want to talk to the lawyers. You understand what I mean? Because it's a public engaging. So you work as a forum. And within the forum, you will decide among yourself how things are to be run. And you then put things in departments where, just like you running department of a company, marketing, sales, research, etc., finance. So people are manning these things and they will be coming out with their reports. So for people to see. So in that stead, you will not be paying to any, even if you want the public in general to support. They'll just say, we want to do a project. You say, because the NGO, owner of the NGO, or the secretary of the NGO bought a Mercedes SUV, that now your money is spent. How? Once your money is tied to project, And I think that will help different people to manage different things. It helps to create enough accountability. Within the forum, whatever that it starts to do, once it is executed, you will do the appraisal. Oh, we said we should go and do protest at the National Assembly last week. It has been done. How much was raised to do it? Oh, we raised 1 million naira. How much was spent? Oh, we spent 1.3 million naira. Oh, there is still a deficit too. Let's quickly make it up. I think in those ways, it will help. And it also helps us to put people with their strength. For a good example, I'll take Yomi for example. If I close my eyes and they ask me, oh, if Yomi's NGO is going to be part of this whole thing, what area will you put Yomi? I'll say put Yomi to operation. People that can go and create avenue, do protest business, do protest business, because he has been doing. He made those things because he knows the terrain. And you find out that you are still working together as a body. Oh, you want to deputize him. We know Ayaminka have done things like that because these are people that can do it. Now, you want to talk about who are we going to help that will be communicating on every platform, so that it's not all of us that will just be talking, will be confusing people. Okay, we have just 3 people to be our spokespersons. These are the 3 people. If we want to give information, these are the people that will give the information. So if you want information, these people have been communicated to the public. Oh, who is the secretariat team? The secretariat team is WAC13 and Insider and Supervise. They are the one handling the secretariat. So everything about documentation and all the copies of the petition is with them. Notice of meeting and records of meeting is with them. They will be the one to communicate such. So once we are clear in what we want to do, and once we are able to identify the strength of everybody, the reason why when you are impressing government, you have the more the merrier is you are not just talking through one person. You are talking through many people. Just like I gave example of when you want to fight for subsidy or anything. Many NGOs will run out. They will mobilize their own audiences. Individuals will come. So government will say that this thing is not a matter of joke. It's not like Aristocrat just wrote a petition and say sign the Aristocrat. The first ask who is Aristocrat. But when they see NGO 1, NGO 2, NGO 3, 10 NGOs, they see about 10 activists. This thing is a serious matter. See people that have signed this up to like 1,000 people. Oh, and these NGOs put copies of their CAC there that we are fully registered. So we are ready for you. It means for those who will receive those documents, it's a serious matter. And it gives it the kind of attention it is needed. I think is a good way for us to even manage ourselves. And it gives us an avenue to put people in the peg where they are. Where the coordinator will be the one, okay, be part of everything. But you have people who are manning things and they are doing it. So even if someone tomorrow says, I don't travel, I know they're around, it is a group or a department of what we are doing. Some people are carrying it on and job is going on. But most important thing is this, as I've always said, is people should not be putting funds in front first. We need to ensure that we are defining what we want to do.
As interested parties of the public is about advocacy and also ensuring transparency. It is because of lack of transparency so far that we've decided that we need more investigation to be done. So, like I said in my previous comment, we must get a private investigator on board. Very crucial, alongside any framework, any legal framework that we are bringing on board. We must have private investigator and then the legal framework. And these two must be done correctly. But we will not entrust Baba Mohbad as the leader of the team. Baba Mohbad has shown in the past that first, he cannot manage fund efficiently, and he cannot deliver. He cannot deliver. He has shown them progressively over the time that we shouldn't trust him with getting us on board with the right decision. He has made the wrong decision time and time again. And so we've had enough. The damage is only we do not know that evidence are being damaged every day because of his lack of transparency. Baba Mohbad is not transparent enough to lead the cause for justice for Mohbad. He has demonstrated this time and time again. So we should not sugarcoat it and believe we've had someone who can help us get justice for Mohbad. No, he can't. He has demonstrated that he's only interested in money. But when Mohbad is broke, that is why he's going from a platform to platform. He's broke, according to their own people. And so we should not indulge him any longer. We should not indulge him any longer. And then we need to get a private investigator in whatever we do, private investigator, and then the front burner should be the phone forensic at the high cloud. Phone forensic, high cloud. Phone forensic, high cloud. If we're able to get that across the line, we'll know we'll be satisfied. At least with the phone forensic, it will either exonerate or implicate anybody that is involved. And of course, Mohbad's money. We've heard that he uses his in-laws account to collect money. And so we need to know, Baba Mohbad is not even doing enough. We should have gone to the Kura-Made Hospital to demand for the CCTV footage. We should have gone to the estate to demand for the CCTV footage of neighbors and the estate management. We should have sat in front of the police station crying foul that they've not provided enough investigation. He's not done that. And he has a son as a lawyer who spectacularly has refused to do the right thing. They have failed to do the right thing, and it has become a pattern. It has become a pattern, and then we need to put an end to it. If Baba Mohbad is still going to lead the justice for Mohbad, trust me, you are ending up the same way the critical thinkers ended. They have a pattern and they have a way of doing their things, and so they will narrow you down, force you to do the wrong thing, force you to sue the DPP, force you to provide fake results at the inquest. Make sure the right persons are not invited and questioned at the inquest. Make sure everything are watered down. We've seen it continuously. Evidence being watered down, evidence being discredited time and time again, and being used against even people who has the evidence. Can you just imagine Baba Mohbad's son was also in the house. Baba Mohbad has failed to even institute a legal action or even solicit public support to put pressure on Adura to come forward and tell us what happens in the car when Mohbad was laid on their laps. What happened? Where were they coming from? Where were they going? Nobody asked that questions. Never asked at the inquest.
So the inquest can be reopened if the legal frameworks are put in place, and also discredit the verdict of the inquest, of the last inquest, which we have more grants to discredit such verdicts. Not enough witnesses are brought on board. The two guys who carried Mohbad, who announced his demise, were never brought to court. The aunt Folashade, who saw blood, was never brought to court. And even Baba Mohbad himself, that saw blood, never built on that case at the coroner. He never built on it. He never asked them to bring the woman to come on board and talk the hands to come on board and talk our own piece. So all these can be proved that, okay, the coroner court was not handled properly. We need to institute a new one, and then they will do another one at the High Court. The High Court will order for a new one, and then all these key witnesses can be brought again and then re-examined, and then police investigation, the writ of mandamus sorted through a private investigator. The private investigator, after doing their own private investigation, put forward to the police, and then the subpoena for phone forensic and all those things are harmonized together. I think if all these are done, nobody will question whether the right persons were charged or the wrong persons were left off the hook. So we need to really work hard if we have to get anything. And the only way out for Mohbad now to get justice is this last opportunity. And the last opportunity is the phone forensic, the iCloud. If we're able to extract that and details are being published or being given to the police as key evidence to bring people into the criminal court, charged to the High Court, then we have a good case. Without that, we're still playing. And even Yomi with his 3 seconds video being watered down thoroughly. Even Baba Mohbad, the role he played there was so unclear. So unclear. We've all been in this for far too long to have any evidence, and then the key principal who was supposed to shine light into the evidence that is at hand is shifting blames here and there. One Zomo, not Zomo, this and that. We're supposed to be at the police station. Baba Mohbad never saw the nurse until the day of the inquest, when the nurse appeared in the inquest. What kind of a father is that? What kind of a father is that? After almost 2 years, the woman that was alleged to have injected your son till he gave up the ghost was arrested, put behind bars during investigation. You visited that same facilities at least thrice. I have evidence that Baba Mohbad visited that facilities thrice. He never for once requested to see the nurse. The nurse that was accused of allegedly injecting your son till he gave up the ghost. Curiosity as human will make you respond. And so that is why many of us, especially me, I don't believe Baba Mohbad. Well, whatever he does is only playing to the gallery. Trust me, it's only playing to the gallery. And then you saw blood, you saw all those things in the house. And then the most important thing is to bury him. That means you are even burying accessory to fact after the act of homicide. You are accessory to that fact then, because you are trying to bury evidence. Baba Mohbad buried Mohbad. The day he buried Mohbad, he buried the most important evidence to help Mohbad get justice. That is a key fact. Whatever reasons, traditional reasons, and whatever reasons is given, it is not tenable. Even if the government were even behind these things, not for us not to get the right justice. Baba Mohbad should be behind bars. For burying Mohbad, and then you turned around and told the public you saw blood. That means there was evidence that you are burying. There was evidence. And then you sent people to go and check the body, and then they told us Mohbad had no marks on the body and all those things. And all those informations became so sketchy and so annoying. And you left the public to group over it. It should change the public, seriously.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Smart Leo.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome on board, my brother.
Yeah, thank you, Insider Backup. Insider Backup, you're a very brilliant guy, but towards the end, you keep on focusing on Baba Mohbad. I'll tell you this, you don't know his situation. You don't know his situation at that moment. We don't know. Nobody knows.
No, not that nobody knows. Let me say something real quick. Insider Backup is talking according to law. You understand? But you see, as at that time, Baba Mohbad situation is very, very bad. You understand? You understand Nigeria situation, no money, nothing. You don't even know what next to do. Probably maybe you don't even have money to buy anything at that moment, So a lot of things was going wrong because of who he is and who he was. You understand? So that is that. But Insider Backup is talking based on law. Fact, like based on law that you saw blood and you quick to bury. But now based on tradition, based on our people, based on what is on ground, based on Nigeria, stuff. He has no money, nothing. He has nobody. So that is the problem as at that time. And immediately the man sees public backing, he has that courage to begin to say, you know what, I want to fight for my son. But you understand? But at that time, nothing. It's the same man when they get to Ikorodu with the van. The person who brought the cops was like, okay, you know what? He's going back to the where they took the guy from. I think it was a Lekki or something. And Baba Mohbad said he trekked from that place down to his own house.